Hey guys, welcome back and happy Friday. All right, guys, well, we have some shade being thrown around on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but also some news about Erika Girardi, who needs to appear in court. I think this is like the first time she's appearing in court. I feel like everything's been dealt with through her attorney, but Joseph Rui Gomez from The Housewife and the Hustler, the one who suffered major burns to his body and lost his girlfriend to the PG&E explosion, and had $11 million stolen from him. Well, he's demanding that Erika shows up in court. So Paris Hilton, some Erika Girardi, Kyle Richards is catching some shade. Kathy Hilton's posting cryptic posts. I'm all here for it. And we're about to break into it. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so I reposted this yesterday, and Paris Hilton reposted a photo of Garcelle Beauvais, her mother, Kathy Hilton, Crystal Kung Minkoff, and also Sutton Strack. In the photo, she had Diana Jenkins and other people edited out, and you can even see the side of Kyle Richards' hair. All right. Kyle Richards is obviously Paris Hilton's aunt. So we're wondering, why wouldn't she be included in the photo? And she wrote my faves with kind of a emoji smiley face with a bunch of hearts around it saying, love you queens, at Kathy Hilton, at Garcelle B, at Sutton Strack, hashtag Crystal Minkoff, with 4 crowns, 4 little queen crowns. And why was Kathy Hilton not there? Now, after sharing her post, Paris was met by a number of Twitter users who called her out for the apparent shade towards Kyle, who feuded with her mother amid filming. But also, it's her mother. And if she wants to shade her aunt, guess what? If my aunt and my mom are fighting, I'm probably going to take my mom's side. Yeah, that's a given. I wish I could see Kyle's reaction to this. One person wrote, the shade toward your Aunt Kyle, said another. Paris is shady, a third one said, but others slammed Paris for being messy. Listen, Paris can do whatever she wants. She's Paris Hilton, and if she's being a little bit shady here, guess what? Lisa Rinna has been slamming the hell out of her mom, and Kyle Richards has been technically co-signing it because she hasn't said anything against her. And Lisa Rinna called Paris Hilton a few names, and Kyle Richards didn't say anything about that. So why does she have to be nice to her? I understand she's family and she's your aunt. I have family that I don't necessarily like. Doesn't make me a bad person. Actually, they started it. They don't like me. But then after that, I started not liking them because they said that they don't like me. But that's neither here nor there. My whole point is I get where Paris Hilton is coming from with this. I'm surprised to see you celebrate people who berate your aunt and exclude her completely, especially when you know people are going to run with it. That's too bad. Okay. Whoever said that is ridiculous. When it comes to family, you don't do stuff like this, another person agreed. Some even noticed that Diana Jenkins had been cut out of the original image. Meanwhile, on her Instagram story, Kathy shared a cryptic post about people being removed. Are these lining up? Maybe. Sometimes God removes people from our lives because they were only a part of our story. Accept it. We don't always have to know why. Don't go chasing after them. While Kathy was called out for speaking ill of Kyle amid the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 filming, she confirmed that she apologized to her sister repeatedly during an interview with E! News, Daily Pop last month. I said some things about Kyle that I should not have said. It was how I was feeling. I was frustrated. I should not have said anything. And I did apologize. And thankfully, I'm now in a better place with Kyle. Well, I guess we'll see. But I'm still not mad at Paris Hilton for posting that. I think honestly, it's great. Lisa Rinna's posting whatever the hell she wants, and Kyle hasn't said anything to her. So now why does Paris Hilton have to back down? No, relax. Twitter user number, whatever. She doesn't have to back down, and it's not being shitty to her aunt. It's not her being mean to her Aunt Kyle. Her Aunt Kyle, I understand Kathy said something she shouldn't have said. She apologized. They're sisters. That's different. But Lisa Rinna slamming Paris's mom as a homophobic, narcissistic racist, and then attacking her, and then bringing up the house of Hilton, and Kyle not saying anything about that is way more shitty than Paris cropping someone out of a photo. Ronald Richards was also on Twitter and said, breaking, Ruy Gomez seeks a debtor's exam against Erika Girardi. Boris Trezan is seeking it for the creditor. This was the burn victim. I hate how they say that. This was the burn victim. Joseph Ruy Gomez suffered major burns to his body from the PG&E explosion. I don't think that it's like, can you imagine how awful he probably feels being referred to as the burn victim? This is the burn victim who had his money stolen by Tom Girardi. This, by law, is a public hearing. She will have to appear in person or face a bench warrant. Now, Radar Online also came out with this, saying one of Erika Jayne's husband's alleged victims had turned up the heat against the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star and demanded that she appears in court to answer some questions about her finances. Shocker. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, Joseph Ruy Gomez, who is owed $11 million by her estranged husband, Tom Girardi, demanded that the Bravo star be appear in court on September 26th. Be appeared to appear in court. No, just appear in court. Sorry. Retract. Ruy Gomez hired Erika's husband to represent him in a lawsuit against Pacific Gas and Electric Company, PG&E. He blamed PG&E for a 2010 gas line pipeline. It was a gas pipeline explosion, which caused him to suffer burns on over 90% of his body. The explosion also killed his girlfriend, and PG&E agreed to pay him $11.5 million, which is, they should have paid him more than that. He said Girardi failed to pay out the money despite repeated promises. Back in December of 2020, Girardi and his law firm were forced into a Chapter 7 bankruptcy by his many creditors. And now I'm wondering, they're saying that she has to appear in court. Erika has to appear. They want her to show up with her financial records for him to examine. His lawyers said that the star will be able to provide information as to the assets, location of the assets, and or business activity of judgment debtors for the purpose of satisfying the judgment herein. The judge, well, if the judge signs off at this point, Erika will be forced to appear or face arrest and punishment from the court. Could be arrested. The filing was first reported by attorney Ronald Richards on Twitter, which if you don't know Ronald Richards, I'm sure he'll tweet in 5 seconds. Court records revealed the law firm has claims totaling over $500 million filed in the case. The once respected lawyer stands accused of running the firm like a Ponzi scheme. Guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are because this is wild. Now she could potentially go to jail if she doesn't go to court. Erika's not, I mean, listen. She might be mixing her medication with her cocktails or whatever she's talking about on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12, but she's not going to not show up for court and end up being handcuffed and go to jail. That means that she'll show up, but I hope that she has to show up. I hope that she has to look at Joseph Ruy Gomez, look at the fact that this man has suffered 90% of the burns on his body, and then think about the fact that there's a part of her in the trailer for The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills screaming at Crystal Kung-Minkoff saying, you think it's cool to be on the side of the victims? Let that play in your head while you're looking at this man who lost his girlfriend in a fire and your husband stole his money. And then you see that he suffered over 90% of his body, suffered from burns. And then on top of that, she says, let me be clear. I don't give a fuck about anybody but myself. I think it's, honestly, I'm happy that she has to go face someone or face a victim. I think that they should both have to sit down and see all of the victims come in, the widows and orphans, the people left behind, the people who were wrongfully done. Sit there, watch them come in. Think about the lavish lifestyle you lived off of their backs. Am I being harsh? Guys, go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts? And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Love you guys. Happy weekend. Bye.